Hi everybody. I probably just lost subscribers doing that. I wanted to not let this channel go another day without another video. Simply for the fact that I don't know. I don't know. Um, uh, Sorry, probably just lost a bunch more subscribers. But I was gonna do small engine videos for you guys, and the two projects I had weren't really nothing I could film because it was just simple crap. It's what it, it's just simple shit that I mean, a 5-year-old could pull off. One just wasn't worth the fix, and I mean, once it's burned up, it's screwed. It's not gonna. I mean, you have to replace a whole lot of crap. I guarantee you, nobody wants to do that. So, I'm gonna give you a video, and here it is. I go for long walks once a week, and it's usually to the Walmart. I grab something like a little protein bar, and I haul it back. Usually run. And I saw this little guy at the Walmart, and I thought I got an idea for a video because I need this. This is something I could use. I'm gonna go over the knives that I carry. That I guarantee you, one of these is in my pocket at some point. Especially now this little guy. Um, so I'm gonna start with this thing here. This is probably one of my favorite knife brands of all. It's Old Timer. Now, I know you can say, but Old Timer this and Old Timer that. Let me explain something. My dad, in the 5 years that I knew him, carried an Old Timer. Oh Lord, what was it? I cannot remember what it was. Some son I am. But it was an Old Timer. I remember that, and he gave it to me before he died. He let me have it, and it got stolen from me a few years ago. But I got a replacement. I mean, it's not his knife, but it's the same knife. Um, so I went out of my and got me this here. As somebody who likes being on the water and who's an avid fisherman like me, I just wanted something that was kind of, water related. And this is called the Mariner's Knife. Now, it has a spike, and this is what they would use to get knots out of the rope. I use it like an awl, and I scratch on things and poke holes in things. That's what that gets used for. And then it has this. This is your cutting edge here. Um, yeah, that's trying to see if it says, but I've used this to cut fruit, vegetables, the balls off of hogs. I'm kidding. I haven't. I'm sounding country now, but yeah. And this is like when I dress formal. Which when I dress formal, I do Western wear, and I have that goes on my belt that has my belt buckle and all that fancy on it. So yeah, that's formal. Now every day it depends. It can change. Now sometimes it's this one. and my uncle put an edge on that for me, so that thing, I would not, yeah, no, I wouldn't. These come dull as all get out. Um, they're like your Chinese, made in China knife, and my uncle had a grinder, and he just put an edge on that for me. So I know it is appreciated, but this thing is a monster. I mean, if you don't wear a belt with your, this will pull your pants down. That thing is heavy. I mean, ditto. Um, I don't know why my watch just did that. Oh, okay. Um, this here, I want to talk about something because there's a reason for knives that I like. This here is my work pocket knife. When I go to a job or I'm out in the shed working on small engines and I need a knife, this is probably what I'm gonna reach for. And I've actually used this. We bought a new fuel line for a gas tank and had the plug pre-attached, but the plug was too big, so I really got a little on the end, rimmed out the hole in the gas tank and rammed it in there. Um, so yeah, it's a DeWalt pocket knife. Even though I am a Milwaukee fan, I was a DeWalt fan for a while. And when I saw all the M12 tools, and as somebody that does small jobs, I don't ever do nothing major. I'm not building a house or anything. And as an M12, small, compact, and rock and roll, I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I need, and that's what I want. So this is back when I was a DeWalt fan. I've got 3 DeWalt tools and 1 Milwaukee tool, and I'm already leaning Milwaukee. So, but the knife is good. DeWalt is a great brand. I'm not knocking DeWalt. It's just that Milwaukee offers me that small compact with the M12 platform, and that's what I need. So, DeWalt, I would go DeWalt in a New York minute, but I still like that knife, DeWalt. I still got your back, but don't worry. It's just Milwaukee gives me what I need. This is my other work knife. Now, we all know that I have those OFAs, because if you cut yourself, the first thing you're going to say is, that's a running joke on this channel for those of you that are new. It's kind of like the OSHA. How they named OSHA? Because when OSHA shows up, the first thing you say is OSHA. So I've told this story like 5 times already, and I had one of these originally back 5 years ago, and it was given to me. Me and my uncle that I was living with at the time were doing some work, and he gave it to me, and it just stayed with me from then on. Until it fell out of my pocket, landed under the back tire of a Tundra, and I backed up. It caught both wheels. It broke off this part right here, but the thing's still functioning and I still got it. It's just in my stationary toolbox out in the shop. And I was like, you know what, that tells me all I need to know. So when it was time to get a new one, I got the same one. As you can see, it is showing its age and its wear and all that. Um, so, yeah. Um, that's all I got to say about that. But the thing that I have discovered is about this part that pisses me off. Now, on my old one, I never did have blades stored in the little storage compartment. But I'm not going to discourage anyone from buying one of these. I'm just going to give you a heads up that if you leave blades in here out in your shop, like I did with this, I'm not doing it anymore now that I know this. Just beware. That's what's going to happen. They were rushed. I did not know that. I am kind of pissed off, but I didn't know it at the time because I've never used blade storage. I've always had, those weird shaped, flat things that you put the old ones in the top and pull the new ones out the bottom. Yeah. But I've cut cardboard with this. I've cut, what else have I cut with it? Flooring. I've cut flooring with this. My uncle cut tarps, new tarps to make runners, with this. I gave him his. And he's like, where's yours? I was like, well, mine's right here, and I handed it to him. He goes, thank you. I was like, you got that one over there? He goes, yeah, but yours is short. That one's dull as shit. So, but then again, I'm also a man that is known to take care of his blades. I'm just known to be that kind of guy. So, I like the utility blades. I mean, I when it comes to cutting, I want to get through it and get it over with. Now, what does this have that this doesn't? Well, this has that durability in the blade. So, I can really work something and it won't break. But this, I gotta be careful. I saw this at Walmart today. And I thought, wow, $5 ain't bad. Little plastic, all plastic except for the blade. And it's kind of like the fastback type thing. If you can get your hand out of the way. It's real small. I mean, I've got giant hands. And compared to this thing, man, I'm gonna hurt myself with this if I'm not careful. But I do, even with this, working with this, I have a tendency to choke up because then I have more control, especially if I'm, cutting flooring or drywall or cardboard or something. So it works for me because I choke up on it and do my thing. And compared to this, now I'm not saying I don't like this. This is still a handy thing to have. But looking at the size difference is what I was looking at. I mean, I could just pop this in my pocket and it'd be like there was nothing there. It's as light as a feather. And it's all plastic, which, I'm not holding my breath, really, with it being all plastic. But I'm not gonna be using it to do anything major. It's like, oh, package king. You know, oh, can you help me open this bag of chips? You know, I'm not using it for anything major. And now it's like, look at this shit. Like, this is a 12-foot tape measure that I carry with me because I see something that I want, something, it helps to have something to pull out and go. Especially when you're looking for like parts. Oh my lord. Lawnmower blades. You know, measure that lawnmower blade. Oh yeah. Yep. A little bitty thing. About my pocket. So now I've got two of my most valuable things in compact form that I can carry everywhere with me. That I'm happy about. I'm real happy about that. 12, and it's just a Walmart Heart 12-footer and a hyper. I'm sounding like white trash over here. I get my tools from Dollar Tree. Like, it's a hyper tough and it's a heart. But I mean, it works. So don't knock it. I've got heart tools, not heart tools, hyper tough tools that I use. I got no problem. The pry bars, something I found out, the hyper tough pry bars are actually made in the U.S. Whereas just like these are made they're made in China. You know, where that virus, that Chinese virus stuff. I'm kidding. We all know it's nobody's fault, guys. But that's what I've got on that subject for today. I hope I helped some of y'all out. I didn't know what else to put out, so I'm hoping that I can get some small engine stuff going for you guys, and I hope y'all enjoy it. I hope it helps somebody. These little, people go, oh, hyper tough. Well, if it does what it needs to do, then who cares? See ya.